Welcome back to the garage. You're with the Rude Man, and we're back in Car Mechanic 2015. And we have 4 jobs waiting. We have 3,426 experience and an account balance of $14,770. And we have a couple of goals. I think one of them was to be able to afford to buy parking. You need to have 9,000 experience to upgrade the garage with parking. So we need to do some more work in the garage to be able to afford that. I think you, if I'm not mistaken, you need to have a parking lot in your garage before you can go to the auctions and purchase a car for rebuilding. So let's see what we have for jobs. Photo camera. Aha. This is cool. Alright. I don't remember seeing that before. Perhaps I just don't remember. Alright, so before we do that, let's go to see if there's anything else that we can upgrade. Alrighty, let's see. We do have an upgrade point available. So we have chosen fast unbolting and repairs. So what else should we be looking at? I haven't come across a job that requires this yet. So let's see about repairs. We got a long ways to go before we can get there. Well, let's do this. Alright, now let's go take a look at the job. I may have made a mistake, but eventually we have to get everything up. Alrighty, so we can't do these 2. So there's 4 available, but 2 of them can't be accomplished at the level I'm at. So, controlling car feels loose. Repair all running gear faults. Car's hard to control. Poor brake performance. Let's take the easy one first. I shouldn't say it's easy. It may not be. Yeah, let's move this thing to the lift. And let's take a look at the work order. Alright, let's see what we have. Okay, parts not discovered yet. So things are getting a little bit more difficult for us. It used to be they'd tell us what the problem was. Now we have to discover that. Oh, there goes the phone again. So I guess let's take a look. First of all, we don't really know whether we're looking at the front or the rear. So let's see if we see anything right off the bat. There's something right there. Okay, so let's go to this side and take a look at what's behind the scenes. Alright, so we do have a sway bar front end link A that's not good. So let's take that off. And it looks like we have another part here, the inner tie rod and the outer tie rod. So let's take that off to get to this. And then over there we have another part. Okay, so let's run over here. And get this part off. Okay, now let's take a look at the work order. See how we did. There's our 4 parts. So inner tie rod, outer tie rod, and 2 sway bar front end links. Trusty computer. Look at some car parts here. Okay, so we are looking at running gear. Would that be considered running gear? Okay, inner tie rod. We need one of those. Outer tie rod. Need one of those. And then the sway bar front end link A. We need 2 of those. And let's go to assemble parts. Alrighty, let's try this one first. Replace it with a good part, obviously. Don't want to put the old one back in. And there. Put that on. And that part. And one on the other side. Alright, let's put the wheel back on. Other side. And let's lower the lift. See how we did. Ta-da! Finish the job. Oh, made a little bit of experience. Let's see what else we have to do today. Alright, we got another repair all gearbox faults. And this one here. Let's, you know, this one looks like the easiest one, but you never know. So let's take this one. That's not a good sign. Took that long to load. Let's throw it on the lift. Alright, first of all, I'm going to look at the work order. Oh, my. Faulty parts found. So this one's given us parts that it found. Inner tie rod, rear shock absorbers. So we're looking at front and back, evidently. We got poor brakes. Car's hard to control. Okay, so we've got just a little bit of work, but let's get rid of our old parts. And let's, first of all, let's go see if we can repair anything. Did not succeed. Alright. Okay. Let's sell what we have. I'm going to try to make sure I don't sell that new part there. Hopefully I'll get a car that needs one of those. Since I spent money on it already. Alrighty. Let's lift her up. I have to laugh every time I walk through the garage. Listen. Guy walks like he's flat-footed. Flop, flop, flop. Like he's a frog or something. Okay. I can see all kinds of parts in there. So we're gonna have to take the wheels off for sure. And while we're at it, we'll check some of the brakes. Looks like we've got some bad calipers here. And let's just take a look at the brake pads while we're at it. And then, let's see, we do have, that tie rod looks to be like it's okay, but this is not. And we're going to have to take the other side off to get that thing off. What else do we see here? Anything else? Nothing there. Buckle up your sleeves. Okay, and how about bushings? There's a bad bushing. It appears. How about the rear of the car here? That one looks okay. Alright. Let's go to the other side. There are two sides. Alrighty. Oh, we got all kinds of bad stuff here. Caliper's bad. The brake pads are bad. The brake disc ventilated. Alright. We're going to be able to use that. And then, uh-oh, looks like something in there is not good. Okay, and then there's the outer tie rod that's not good. Let's take that off. And we'll take this off to get to that. And then any other bushings? Do you see any other bushings that do not look particularly good? Ah! We have a bad link here. Alright, and then what do we have up here? That shocked cap is fine. Okay. Well, that's the front. Let's see what we have. Okay, we can use that. The rims are good. We need a brake caliper. Those brake pads are good. That's good. We need a inner tie rod, rubber baby buggy bumper. And that wheel is good. That caliper is not. So we need two calipers and one set of brake pads. Because those are good, these are not. And then we need one of those, one of those. That's good. Wheel hub bearing. Wow. That one's really bad. Alright, well, let's do a little bit at a time here. So let's do the brakes first. We need two of those. And one of those. Alright, and then let's take a look at the running gear. We know we need an outer tie rod. And we know we need the front end link A. And a wheel hub bearing. And then let's see, we need a bushing, just a regular bushing. And what else was there? Inner tie rod? I can't remember. I don't want to get mistaken. And get something I don't need. This, we need a steering rack. I'm pretty sure. Well, let's double check, but I'm pretty sure. Inner tie rod. Steering rack. It is a steering rack. Okay. And it was a sway bar front end link A. That's good that I remembered that. Inner tie rod was bad. Right. Inner tie rod was bad. So we do need one of those. And we did get one. So I need a steering rack. Oh, I need... Well, that one's okay. Alright, let's just get the steering rack for now, and then we'll see if I missed something. Alright, let's go start putting stuff together here. Okay, let's see, we have a bad bushing there. So let's put that in. And then let's move around the side here, put the steering rack back. And then an inner tie rod, an outer tie rod. And what else do we need? Am I missing something? No, it's there. So it must be the other side. Alright, so let's put the brake pads back on. And a new caliper. And then head to the other side. Okay, so before we go on the outside, let's go onto the inside here. Uh-oh. I do need another one. I do. Let's put this in. Alright, so I've got to get that. While we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and put the disc brake ventilated in, and the wheel bearing. That's not a problem. Let's put the brake pads back and a caliper. Okay, and let's go buy, what was it we were missing? Inner tie rod. Alright. Inner tie rod. And we were on this side, correct? Was it this side we were on? Or the other side? Yeah, we were on the other side. Okay, so let's go around this way. Sneak in here. And put that back in. And that. Oh, what happened there? Did I take that out? If I did, I didn't mean to. I don't think. Maybe I had to. Alright, so we have the brakes. Let's check the inventory. The wheels are good. Everything else has been replaced. Alright, put the wheels back on. And then we'll move to the rear end of the car. Okay, let's take a look at the rear. And before we do that, let's look at the work order. Alrighty, so the car is hard to control, so we fixed that part. Poor brake performance, we still need a caliper, so there must be one on the back that needs to be fixed. And then we've got rear shock absorber, wheel hub, and 2 bushings. Okay, that caliper looks good, but what do we have over here? That cap looks bad. The shock absorber is bad. We have two bad bushings. There's one there, and one on the other side. There's our bad caliper. Right there. Get that replaced. And we had a bushing right there. Alright, let's look at the old inventory. Alright, before we do that, let's see what we have. Okay, I should have sold the parts from the front end. Now I'm going to be confused as to what I need. Alright, hang on. We need, we know we need two bushings. Were any of them small? I don't think so. I think they were all big. So we need two bushings and a brake caliper. And what else? That cap. Oh, a rear shock absorber cap. Okay. Running gear? Is that part of the running gear? Rear shock absorber cap. Rear shock absorber cap. And rubber bushings, we need two of those. Anything else? A rear shock absorber. But which one? A or B? A. Alrighty. Let's see. Caliper here. Okay, and then what else was over here? Anything? There was a bushing right there. With a great big long bolt. And let's go to the other side. A bushing there. Alright, and then the cap. What else? What else? What else was there? Oh, the shock absorber. Is there just the one bolt? Okay, I think that's it, but let's double check before we put the wheels back on. Rear wheel hub. I missed a rear wheel hub. Okay, which one? I think I saw it on the other side. No, wait. Right here. Alright, so I have to take the caliper back off. And the brake pads. Four bolts. And let's go buy a wheel hub. Okay. A Rear shock absorber cap. Rear wheel hub. Rear wheel hub. And there's only one flavor, it looks like. And again, 4 nuts on the bolts. And we'll put the disc brake back, the pads, and the caliper. And let's put the wheel hub back in, and we'll put the wheel back on. I can't believe how smooth things are going right now. It's a first for me in the garage. Now I've just jinxed myself on the next job. Alrighty, let's move this thing over to the center. Everything looks good. Ooh, $3,000 for that job. Whoa, pretty good. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. And let's see if there's anything we can repair yet. I don't know if doing the repairs actually gives you any kind of experience or credit. Oh. Oh, good job. No succeed there. 68%. Well, we're getting a little better. Now the question is, should I sell that stuff I just repaired, or should I keep it? I'm thinking just to sell it. And the reason I'm thinking that is because, you know, if somebody came in and wanted something replaced, I'd want to replace it with something in excellent condition. Yeah, making a little bit of money. Not much. 55 on that one. Made 68 on the other one we repaired. And only made 21 on that. Alrighty. What do we got for a job here? Ooh, what's this? A Malik. Okay, now here's the question on the Malik. Wasn't there something on the computer about the Malik? Right here. Is it it's a different kind of a car. We haven't done one of these yet. Why is this a different car? I'm not familiar with that. Let's see. Engine power has failed. Strange noise from engine bay. Change oil and repair all running gear. Well. And that's the only other job we've got here. Let's take this one since we've already done 2 jobs in the garage already today. I don't want to take on one that's going to take an hour to do. So let's take a look. Part not discovered. Repair gear faults. So let's move this to the left. And we'll take a look at the gearbox, I guess. Now, do we have to look at that from the outside? Uh-oh, here goes the phone. Let's take this off and take a look. It's the gearbox. Everything looks kind of rusty under this thing. But look at that right there. That looks really bad. Double wishbone shock absorber. What is that? Brake servo. Okay. Let's take a look at the parts. It's well, you know what? Although it looked bad, it's 55%. What did our work order say? 53%. So that's still good. All right. So we didn't need that. But what else does it say we're looking for? Repair gearbox faults. Gearbox. Let's drop this thing and look under the hood. This thing's kind of a mess. Gearbox. That's the gearbox. Accessible from under the car on the lift. So, are we going to have to take this stuff off to get to the gearbox? Probably. Alright, let's go back to the lift. And let's put our parts back that we took off. Doesn't appear that we needed to take it off. Okay, now let's see about this gear stuff. How does this come off? Looking at that right there. How does that come off? Okay. So it got to come off from the rear. Oh man, is this going to be one of those jobs? Oh no. No, 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 no. Okay. From both ends. So at least we didn't have to take the rear suspension part. Nope. But we must have to take the starter off. Oh, and it's from the top. Alright. You know, money's worth on this one. Okay, let's take the starter off and raise it up again. Okay. Let's get a better angle on this. Alright, now let's see what we have that's bad. Looks like a flywheel. Let's get in here for a closer look. Looks like the flywheel's not very good. And the clutch plate looks bad. Okay, let's take a look at our part list. Clutch plate and flywheel. Repair all gearbox. Clutch plate and flywheel. Let's see if we can repair anything. Nope. No repairs. Okay. Brakes, exhaust, gearbox. Clutch plate. And flywheel. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Is there just one flywheel? I guess there is. Alright, let's go see if this will take care of it. Where are we? Up here, up here, up here, up here. Okay, let's get up in it. Right there. Assemble. Put the flywheel back. And the clutch plate. And the pressure plate. With all kinds of bolts. Keep these in my pockets. Pockets get a little greasy. And then let's put the gearbox back. Getting pretty fast at the bolting and unbolting. Alright, let's put this back on. How does that work? Oh, we got to put the starter back on? Are you kidding? We have to put the starter back on before we can put this back on? Okay. That doesn't make any sense, but... oh well. They act like the starter's hooked to that knuckle bolt there. Alright, let's get up in there. And see about putting that thing back in. Come on. What's going on? Do we have to do it from the rear first? What's going on? Alright, I can't get a good angle on this camera here. Alright, give me a good camera angle so I can get that, maybe. Well, what was I doing before that it didn't like? Just a bad angle? Okay. Let's put the wheel back on. And drop it. Drop it like it's hot. The hood down. Take a look at the work order. It looks like we're done. Let's move it to the center. And let's check out our work order. $1,180. Ta-da! Okay. Now, I don't think I'm going to take another job because I don't have enough time. But let's just take a look, see what we have. Yeah, this one's got engine power failed, strange noises from the engine bay, change the oil and filter, repair all the running gear, strange noise, timing needs replacing, find and fix the running gear, repair all gearbox faults. yeah, I don't have enough time to take another, or I don't want to take the time to take another job. So I'm going to end the episode here, and we'll take on those jobs in the next episode. But look, we've got $17,465 in the account, and we're up to $38.19 in experience. So moving right along. I hope you had fun, and I hope you join me again in the garage in the next episode.